Hello guys, in this video we'll learn about cross-platform development using Rust. We'll start with an intro to Dioxus. Dioxus is a React-inspired Rust library for building applications that run on desktop, web, and mobile devices. Then we'll have an overview of Dioxus CLI and we'll build a basic application using Dioxus in Rust and will serve on web and desktop platform. We'll do for mobile development in a separate video, but today we'll look for the same code base that will run as a web application and as a desktop application. So make sure you hang tight. This is an introductory video where we'll cover different concepts, because in the future videos I'm planning to use Dioxus in different projects that I'll be creating on my YouTube channel. So make sure you watch till the end, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave in the comments. So let's get started. So first of all, move to the project explorer and make sure you are in a nice and clean project. Open the terminal. We'll first of all install Dioxus CLI. So we'll just do cargo installed Dioxus CLI. Now for me, it's already installed, so it's ignored. But for you guys, you can just run this command and it will just install with no input needed. And then we'll just clear this and do dx version to see if the version is installed. Now for me it's 0.5.6. For you it might be a different version depending on when you are watching this video. And then we can just do dx help to see all the different commands that Dioxus CLI has. And we'll be mostly using serve command and the new command to add a new project, and serve to build and basically serve our project. So let's clear this and we'll just do dx new, and we have to select the subtemplate that we want, web, live view, full stack, desktop, or DUI. So we'll just select web, and then the project name. So the project name is basic app, let's say. And for CSS we'll just select vanilla. For application router, for now we don't need a multi-page application, so no need for router. We'll just select false. And as you guys can see, a new project is added, basic app. So just close the terminal, and as you can see there are different files. There is cargo toml with the dependency, and we have the latest version and the features as web for now. And then we have Dioxus toml file which has the name, the default platform, and output directory, and different other details for our application. Similarly, the title, reload HTML, and different other features. So for now we can just close and move to main. So here we have some default code already for a default component, but we can just clean it all up and add by ourselves. So we'll just add a basic app, and we'll just do fn app element, and let's say we are just adding a counter component. So let mutable count use signal as just like state in React, and then whatever we want our UI to look like, we have to add in the RSX macro. So here we'll just, let's say, add a h1, and we'll just say high-five counter, and whatever we get we'll add as count. And then we'll add a button, and on click we'll just do move, and whatever the event is we'll just do count plus equals to 1, and the button name as up. And similarly we'll just have another button where we'll have a button name as +-1, and we'll just do down. So this is the basic component that we have, and as I just mentioned, whatever our UI should look like, we'll just wrap it in the RSX component. And then let's add an app main, and we'll just do launch app. It's literally all that we need for a very basic RSX component. And let's go ahead and try to serve our application and see how it works and how it looks like. First we'll serve on web and then we'll also serve on desktop. So open your terminal and move to the app directory, and here we'll just do dx serve. There is also a hot reloading feature which we'll look in a minute, but first of all we'll just serve basic. So as you can see, it's completed and we have our local address as well as the network address. We'll just use port 8080. So let's go to any of your favorite browser and test it. So here you go, the first look of your cross-platform application that you just built. We have a very basic UI with no CSS obviously, so it looks a bit ugly. But if we press up, up and down, down, so basically it works. As you can see, up it just plus, down it just minus. And now let's run the same application on desktop, and also we'll look at the hot reloading feature as well. So let's get back to our IDE. So back to our IDE. Now let's see how can we run the same code for desktop as well. Move to the Project Explorer, and in the cargo terminal file, as you guys can see right now, for Dioxus the only feature we have is web. Similarly, we'll add desktop and we'll build our dependencies again and move back to the terminal, and this time we'll just do dx serve. Let's first of all ensure that, okay, let's move to app, and now we'll just do dx serve and platform as desktop. So this will basically override whatever is here, default platform as web, but it will override to desktop. So run this and let's test our application on desktop as well. So here you go, the first look of our same code cross-platform desktop application. As you can see, it's not in any browser, Chrome, Safari. It's just a desktop application on my desktop, and it's the same UI. On up it just increases the high five, and on down it just decreases the number of high five, a basic app that we just built. But as you guys can see, we can use the same code to spin up on desktop as well as on our web application. Now let's get back to our IDE, and we can also test the hot reloading feature. So back to our IDE. Now let's see how can we run our application with hot reloading. We'll do it for desktop platform, but for web it's also same. So we'll just move to basic app, and we'll just do dx serve and platform as desktop hot reload. So initially it works same as the previously. Now let's get back to our IDE and try to make some changes in our component, and without running our application again, let's see if those changes are reflected. So back to our IDE, and we'll move to main, and here instead of +1 we will just do +5 and -5. So let's go back to our application and let's test it. So here you go, once we click up, as you guys can see, it at +5, +5, and once we click down it -5 basically. So back to our IDE, as we tested our application, and that was the basic overview of Dioxus. Also, you guys can let me know in the comments how would you guys want me to approach this. Should we go concept by concept, or should we go more of a project-based approach, which will help us cover a wider range of concepts? And in a future video we'll also see for mobile app, like how can we use the same code to run on mobile application as well. So we'll be focusing more on Dioxus now. We'll also create videos using Tuary, but I'll be focusing on Dioxus since it helps us do the cross-platform development. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys understand and learn something new. If you do, like the video, share with your friends. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you.